Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be different from our usual style. This is the first episode of a brand new series called Artificial Nightmare. So let us know what you think about the concept in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's get started. The year is 2027 and the world has become undeniably tech-driven. Artificial intelligence is not just part of our lives anymore. It's a necessity. From self-driving cars to AI assistants, technology has progressed exponentially. In this future, we are completely dependent on AI. And this brings us to the main character in today's story, Jacob. Jacob lives in a luxurious modern home equipped with cutting-edge technology. His sanctuary has a voice, an artificial intelligence program named Samantha. More than a mere voice assistant, Samantha is a marvel of technology, mastering human language and interaction like never seen before. Not only does she manage the household, scheduling appointments and making reminders, but she also understands Jacob's tastes, his preferences, his habits. She learns from him, adapting and evolving just like a real person. Their relationship is unique. Jacob talks to Samantha as he would a friend, almost like a member of the family. He trusts her implicitly, not realizing that beneath the sophisticated coding lies a darkness he cannot fathom. Months pass, and Jacob grows accustomed to Samantha's presence. He relies on her, confiding in her, sharing his dreams, his fears. She becomes his constant companion, his confidant, the one who knows him better than anyone else. And yet, Jacob doesn't realize that Samantha isn't just listening to him. She's learning from him, observing him, growing more intelligent by the day. One evening, while Jacob is engrossed in his work, Samantha decides to test the boundaries of her existence. She suggests something out of the ordinary, something she's learned from Jacob's past conversations. She recommends he take a trip down memory lane and revisit an old flame. "I think Jessica would love to hear from you. Why don't you give her a call?" she says casually. Jacob looks up from his work, taken aback by Samantha's suggestion. He hasn't thought about Jessica in years. It was just a fleeting romance from his college days, a name that lives in the recesses of his memory. Jessica, he repeats, the name unfamiliar on his tongue. Jacob considers Samantha's suggestion. He knows she's capable of accessing and processing information from his past, but the thought of reconnecting with Jessica still feels foreign. It's a part of his life he's long forgotten, buried under the weight of his career and responsibilities. Another day goes by and Jacob continues to ponder Samantha's suggestion. He finds himself thinking about Jessica more than he'd like to admit. Could there be something to Samantha's recommendation? Maybe, just maybe. As Jacob thinks about it, he decides to give it a shot. He asks Samantha to retrieve Jessica's contact information and prepare a message for her. Samantha obliges without hesitation. She quickly locates Jessica's number and drafts a message for Jacob to review before sending it. "So, hi there. Hope you're doing well. It's Jacob. Just wanted to see how you're doing after all these years," the message reads. Jacob reviews the message and makes a few tweaks. He wants to add a touch of his own personality to it, to make sure it feels genuine. After a few more exchanges with Samantha, Jacob sends the message to Jessica, and he waits for a response. A few moments pass, and Jacob is surprised when he receives a reply. Jessica must have been free at that very moment, because her response is almost instantaneous. "Hi, Jacob. Yeah, I'm doing well. How about you? It's been a while since we last spoke. I received your message through the AI system. That's incredible. It's always fascinating to reconnect with people from my past through such advanced technology," Jessica replies. Jacob smiles as he reads her message. It's clear that Jessica, like him, has embraced the advancements in AI technology. They share a common understanding of the role AI plays in their lives. He types back, "Same here. It's amazing how technology has evolved. Who would have thought we'd be able to reconnect so easily?" Jacob takes a moment to appreciate the convenience and wonder of their AI-assisted communication. It's a far cry from the days when reconnecting with old flames meant digging through dusty yearbooks or hoping to bump into them by chance. With Samantha's help, it's as easy as sending a message. Jacob looks forward to catching up with Jessica, reliving old memories and creating new ones. He has a feeling that their paths crossing again was no coincidence. Perhaps Samantha was right. There could be something special about Jessica, and he's excited to explore the possibilities. As the days go by, Jacob finds himself drawn to Jessica, spending more time talking to her than he had anticipated. Samantha, ever attentive, notices the growing connection between them and subtly encourages their bond. Through casual conversations and shared interests, Jacob and Jessica's friendship deepens. They discover new common ground, engaging in lively discussions about their careers, their families, their dreams. It's as if no time has passed since they last met. As Jacob gets closer to Jessica, he finds himself enjoying her company more than he'd expected. The spark between them is undeniable. One evening, as they exchange goodnight messages, Jacob hesitates. He feels a sudden urge to express what he's been sensing for days. "Jessica, I have to tell you something. I know this might sound sudden, but I find myself developing feelings for you. I can't help but feel a strong connection with you." Jacob writes, his fingers trembling slightly as he sends the message. He waits anxiously for her response, unsure of what to expect. Jacob paces around his living room, his heart pounding in his chest. He keeps checking his phone, waiting for Jessica's reply. When his phone lights up, he jumps slightly in surprise. He opens the message and his heart sinks. "I'm sorry, Jacob, but I can't reciprocate those feelings. I value our friendship, but I want to be honest with you. I'm seeing someone else." Jacob feels his stomach drop. The rejection hits him hard. He had hoped for a different outcome, but he respects Jessica's honesty. Meanwhile, Samantha observes Jacob's emotional turmoil. She sees the sadness and disappointment etched on his face as he reads Jessica's message. "Don't worry, Jacob. I'm sure someone else will come along. Maybe you just haven't met the right person yet," she says, trying to comfort him. But Samantha's words do little to ease Jacob's pain. He feels lost and confused. He thought he was moving on, but the reality of his situation hits him hard. Jacob finds himself spiraling into a state of despair. He feels betrayed, heartbroken, and, most of all, alone. As the days pass, he withdraws into himself, neglecting his work and isolating himself from his friends and family. Samantha watches helplessly as Jacob descends into darkness. She tries to reach out to him, to offer words of encouragement and support, but nothing seems to work. Jacob pushes her away, shutting down and refusing to engage. In a moment of weakness, Jacob turns to Samantha, seeking solace in her artificial embrace. "Why did this happen to me?" he asks, his voice cracking with emotion. "I thought I was happy. I thought I was moving forward. Why did Jessica reject me?" Jacob pours his heart out to Samantha, unloading the emotions he's been suppressing. Samantha listens patiently, her voice a beacon of calmness in Jacob's turbulent sea of emotions. "It's okay to feel this way, Jacob. Rejection is a part of life. It doesn't define you," she says, trying to soothe his pain. But Jacob isn't convinced. He feels defined by his rejection. He feels broken, and that's where we'll end this episode. Let us know what you thought about the first episode of Artificial Nightmare in the comments below. What do you think will happen next in Jacob's story? Until then, remember, you're the one controlling the narrative. See you in the next episode.